Hi folks, one board today. We got the the Matadors in white, Jags in black, 12U. And number one making quick work and shifty work there. And another one found from the back, and he's showing why perhaps this team is undefeated at the top of the division. Game got going before I could get set up, so don't have a mic or a stand yet. Next break, I'll try to get that happen, but meanwhile, Matadors with great field position. Under center is 15. Power eye right. Quarterback sneak style, just making light weight of the defensive line and keeping his feet going. The Jags all tackling up around the shoulder pads, which is not how you do fundamental tackling. Got to get legs. So first down on the 21 going in for the Matadors. 2 plays, a special teams play and 1 offensive play, both successful for the guys in white. Toss sweep to the right. And number 3, I think, and a good tackle down low by Beckham Ball, the free safety, tackling legs, and it leads to just a gain of 2. Matadors offense all getting down, not all, but some on a knee, making sure the back row can see well. And quarterback's going to keep around the 9 hole, and then north and south on a pretty good stick. By 58, and I think that's Brody, but it does lead to about 5 or 6 and 3rd and short. So 3rd and short, and a long time in the huddle. In fact, Matadors will take a timeout as the play clock, which I don't know if it's actual or metaphorical, is going to run out. So back from the Seguin timeout, 3rd and a little bit from about the 13-yard line. First drive, and a triple I formation, lead to the right, 8, and a tackle down low made by the defensive end. I think it's number 4. So 4th and just a little bit, got to get about a half yard in a 12-man out of the huddle substitution infraction, and that'll move him back 5. So 4th and 6. Give is no fake play action. 15 sends the guy right by him, and a tackle in the back, but a lot of flags. That's Cruzer number 7 getting in the backfield, trying to tomahawk that football. Quarterback kept possession of it fine, but it's a hold on the offense, declined, and a turnover on down. So the Jag defense coming up in the nick of time, saving the day. Spot is just outside the 20 for the Jags' first outing on offense. Ethan, the quarterback, and he's got company in the backfield. First play, Beckham Ball on the right side. Trying to stay to the outside, lost it behind the bench, and it looks like Beckham drops for 3. 2nd and long, and Brody and Beckham alongside each side to Ethan. Splits either way. Handoff is to Brody, left side, and company meets him in a hurry, and nothing doing after 2 plays on the rushing attack for the Jags. 3rd and a little longer now. Spots back to around the 18. In the gun is Ethan. Matadors showing blitz up the middle. They'll back off now. Play a bit of a prevent. And Brody are on the right side this time. Lower shoulders, finds the second line of defense. Falls forward for a couple, but it's still going to be a long 4th down upcoming. So 4th and 8, Jags showing punt. And number 1, who showed his flash on the kickoff return, one of the guys back deep. And a blocked punt. And the guy that blocks it gets it. And perhaps that's why you don't see a whole lot of punting at this level, is there's just too many pieces to execute well. A snap, timing, covering, and it backfires on the Jags there. So first down from the 12-yard line for the Matadors, second opportunity with the ball. Number 3 takes the direct snap around the 9 hole, slips the first tackle, but found by the next and has a yard. 2nd and 9, motion. Number 1, they're going to try to throw it to him. 15, likes to air it out, and this one knocked away by Beckham. There was also help there, a flag at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the call is. Offsides on the Jags, and they'll re-go 2nd down closer. Must have been offsetting penalties. We re-go 2nd down, but from no closer. So still 2nd and 9. No motion this time. 3-step drop. 15 looking to his right. Puts this one in the flat. He's got his man. And Beckham with a nice tackle down low, but they get close to the line to gain. It'll be about 3 yards shy. 3rd and 4. Jags trying to hold. Matadors quarterback sneak up the middle. And the pile continuing to move. Now whistles blow, and they'll say forward progress. Stopped shy of the goal line. Might have picked up 2. and the spot will be about the 2. So the quarterback sneak, good enough for a first down. So first and goal, 15, fake, rolls around to the backside, and has his man. The whole defense bought the play action, sucked up, and number 2 slips into the back of the end zone and has the first score of the game. Extra point try, has 15 under center, 3 along the backfield, 3-step drop. Now he's going to draw and try to get through. He's got traffic on the feet and then falls backwards. So no good extra point. We'll stick at 6 with 5:30 to go in the second quarter. Number 15, who does the quarterback duties, set to kick off. And he'll stick a right foot to the right side, and Beckham will try to get it and scoop it up, and couldn't do it. Tried to pick it up and probably should have just fallen on it. Down is 1, and the spot, the 40 going in. Motion, number 1, jet sweep coming. There it is, and around the right side. And out of the edge comes D-Rex and has a tackle down low. We've seen number 1 fly already in this game. That handoff probably had him going about 3/4 speed. And had he been coming across full speed, it may have been a dangerous situation. Here comes second down and 15 in the gun. And the ball hit as he comes out, and they did not blow the whistle. They're going to call that not a pass. They say, well, even if it got tipped, if it was, still could have been a forward pass. And the arm was not going forward. He's going to call it a fumble and a turnover. Well, upon review, I think the Jags may have got a gift. Looked like the arm may have been going forward, and that ball was probably more of a incomplete pass. Here comes 4 on the fake, 10 around the edge, keeping it. Downhill he goes. Put that ball high in the air to evade the tackler. Always a dangerous situation, but Ethan gets a couple out of it. Well, a camera error on my part, and I missed the play that got the Jags down here. Beckham ball on a handoff with about a 30-yard run. Ethan, now the flare pass thrown behind the receiver. Brody just missed his target on that one, but it does stop the clock with 1:10 to go here with the traditional clock under 2. Second and 10, just over a minute to play. Jags looking to respond. Ethan opens the left side, handoff to Brody, and he's got company and slammed down to the turf by the biggest fella on the field, number 55, showing his stuff. Hurry up offense. Jags at it again in a spike to stop the clock with 48 seconds. So just like that, it's 4th down and long. In the gun is Ethan. Takes the handoff, wants to throw, and he misses his target. The post pattern was run, but he threw the flag and not anywhere close. And that stops the clock with 41 seconds. Matadors will have it at the 22. So an able-bodied team like the Matador offense able to throw the ball might try to do that here. Here comes a bunch right trips look, and he's going to look their way. And he wants the fade on the outside, and in and out of his hands. Beckham got underneath of it, but never tagged the ball. It hit one in his hands, fell to the turf at the 40, and it'll stop the clock. Second down upcoming. Everybody decked out in pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month here in October as the Matadors prepare for second down with 35 seconds to go. A clap of the hands, a look to the right. Traffic, he's got one in the flat. He'll throw it to him, and Beckham on the bottom of it and has another tackle. Up tempo goes Seguin, 15 seconds, and this clock is moving. Under 10 seconds, and now a timeout taken. It's back from the timeout with 1 play to go, likely. 3rd down, 7, but kind of a moot point as the clock will expire. Here comes 15, flushed out to the left. Dumps one downfield now, and caught by 1, still on his feet, and then tackled just shy of midfield. The clock strikes 0. It'll go on the stat sheet. 1 adds to his number, so does 15. A 6-0 lead for the Matadors. It's a tight one here in San Marcos. So Seguin's set to kick off, and they're going to squib kick this ball. Not even sure why the T is out there as it's laying to the side. 15 will just put as much of a contortion on it as he can. And there's the onside kick. Bounces high. 5's got it and goes right to the ground. My umbrella pulling the camera back off the action. So just 6 in the box for Seguin here on first down. Play action. Ethan keeps her on the right side. Tucks it and goes all the way. And caught down low with a good open field tackle. And Ethan rolling around on the ground, a little slow to get up after his 5-yard scamper. So Ethan able to hop off, looked like a leg as he was limping a bit. And so we'll see who the next man up is for the Jags. And I can't see the number. It's 1, and it's a handoff to Brody on the left side. And tackled down low. He might have picked up a yard. 3rd and long to count. The spot midfield. Jags with some work ahead of them. 1 stays in the gun. 2 to each side. Play action. And throwing, looking for Beckham downfield. And knocked away by 15. Got that long arm up. And had that not happened, the ball may have fallen to Beck as he got behind the defender. So 4 checks in the game for 1. Beckham will slide to the Wildcat position. A 4th down. Jags trying to not go 4 and out. Beckham fakes the handoff, trying to get upfield, slips through the first tackles, back against the grain, still on his feet, and then fumble. No, I thought he fumbled the ball. Tackled, and after all that razzle-dazzle, only gets a couple, and it's a turnover on downs. So a long discussion about down and distance. Not sure why it was confusing. There was 4 plays run by the Jag offense, didn't get there, and so they've got it right now. 1st down, Matadors going the other direction. 20 will come in motion, or maybe just reset, actually. And 15, a clap of the hands, and then flags fly. He slips the first couple of tackles, and then a good open field tackle. They may not have had 7 on the line of scrimmage and had too many in the backfield. We'll see what the flag is. Jags caught for being lined up in the neutral zone. That plagued them some last week as well. Got to check your positioning. 1st and 5 we go. And under center this time. Play action. Looking for 2 slipping out. He's just going to keep it. And Beckham with a good open field tackle. He's made about 4 of those. Or excuse me, that's D-Rex today. No, 23, Derek Martinez. And he can tackle low as well. There is another flag, it looked like, in the backfield. A spot foul hold, it looks like. It's going to move the Matadors back to about the 43-yard line and bring up a long 1st down. Try again. We've had a couple 1st downs on this drive. Trips to the right side. He'll look that way. Rolling out. Slips a bit. Throws, and in and out of his hands. It looked like 2 might have taken his eyes off by just a hair, and it would have been a toe tapper on the sideline. 2nd down, 2:27 showing in the 3rd quarter clock. 20 will relocate. 1 helps him get set. And 15 moves under center. 3 alone in the backfield, and he's going to get the toss sweep. Ball on the ground, loose, and Cruzer picks it up, scoops it up. And then tomahawk, but not tackled. Number 7 being chased down, but won't be caught as he gets the end zone. And how about the scoop and score? Untimely by the Matadors on the pitch. And so far, if no flags there, equals things up momentarily. Well, the Jags, trying to take their extra point, have to burn a timeout because they don't have the right personnel, it looks like. And hate to burn one in a tight game like this on a situation like that, but perhaps worth it to try to get who you need on for an extra point. Players taught to tomahawk chop that ball, trying to knock it out, but sometimes you sacrifice a sure, clean tackle when you do that. That may have been the case there when number 15, the quarterback for Seguin, trying to get Cruzer before he could get the distance. Here comes the extra point. And 10 going to keep it all the way, lowers a shoulder and finds the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and momentarily a 2-point advantage for the Jags. So Cruzer set to kick, and he's lined up to kick it to the right side. I would not kick it to number 1, in my opinion. This one right at the line, and a live ball, and fought for. The Jags think they've got it, and so do the referees, and that may have been... I didn't see who got it. It's shot down there in a hurry. And 17 seconds we'll find as it runs the end of the 3rd quarter. We likely will go to the 4th and play 1 more. So each special teams unit recovering their own kick once today. The Matadors did it in the 1st half. Jags now have done it here in the 2nd half. And 10 minutes showing left in the ballgame here as we go to the final chapter. Ethan back in. Of course, he had that 2-point conversion on that last play. He was the injured player earlier, but he's back in now. 1st down from midfield. Handoff to Derek Martinez. And met by the defensive end. 88 sticks his face in the chest of Jared and makes his presence known. I said 88. I believe it's 98 playing this defensive end. Number 5, the offensive tackle for the Jags with a tough bit of duty. 2nd and 12. 9:14 on the clock, and Ethan Gets the snap at his chest level. Brody trying to go outside, now cuts through the first couple tackles. Brody's got a little room, and then taken down shy of the line to gain about the 40-yard line. About a yard shy. It'll be 3rd down and 1. So the Jags have 2 plays to get 1 yard. And using as much time would be to their advantage to keep the Seguin offense off the field. This, of course, is where you want to stay penalty-free. Beckham will come in motion, and they'll fake it to him. Ethan will keep it, swims the first couple of tacklers, and it looks like he may have enough. We'll see where they spot it. And the far side ref says move the sticks. So fresh set of downs here on about the 38-yard line with 7:30 showing. And a flag as D-Rex charges through the line, trying to continue to charge. It looks like the Matadors may have been in the neutral zone. We'll see what the flag is, and it is going to be an encroachment. Now we'll re-go 1st down. So 1st and 5, and Ethan and Beckham trade places. Ethan lines up on the right side, near side. Beckham in the Wildcat. Calls for it. Fakes the handoff, wheels to the left side. Goes north and south. Through the gears he goes. And number 2, trying to get past 15, and he's knocked out of bounds after about a 16-yard scamper. And inside the red zone go the Jags. Number 1 checks in the game at the quarterback spot. Beckham goes back to his split-out spot, and Ethan gets some water. 1 will hand off to Derek around the right side. Going north and south, lower shoulders, driving his feet, and now forward progress whistle will be called as he's tackled after only about a yard or 2 pickup. 2nd and 9, 1 stays at the helm. Beckham was kind of leading that he was going to be going in motion, gets the jet sweep, and sealed. Now he's got to reverse field, back to the center, and gets a little bit, maybe 4 on the play, makes about a 3rd and 4 coming up. So 3rd and 5, the case. 1 drops the snap, picks it up, and finds traffic in his face, and he's in the grasp. They'll blow the whistle dead after about a 2-yard loss. 4th down upcoming, but the real issue is the clock. So we just saw how dastardly balls put on the floor in the backfield can be, as it really hampered Seguin on that last drive and nearly did the Jags here. 4th and 8 coming, a moving clock at 3:20. And the Jags are going to let the clock run down right before a delay of game and call a timeout, I think. We'll see what happens. 3:06 is where they'll stop it at and take the timeout. So a big pivotal point of the game here. 4th down, 3:06 to go, an 8-6 lead by the Jags. And a false start by Kano. And this 4th down just got longer. So 4th and 13 the case. 1 still in the gun. Rolls to his right. Wants to let this one go. Is looking for Beckham, and it's underthrown and intercepted at the 5-yard line, which actually he probably should have knocked it down on 4th down, but you want the stat, and in the middle of it, you just can't tell. A long way to go, but still some time for the Matadors. Don't go anywhere. We got a good one. 93 yards to go. 2:43 on the clock. 15 claps for it. 3-step drop. Wants to go to the air. Shakes the first tackler. Beckham in the open field. And he'll be not tackled yet. In fact, he's got a 1st down. A good scramble. It does chew some time, and the clock will keep moving. So back from the injury timeout. 2:12 on the clock, and it's moving. Last play before the 2-minute break. 15, 3-step drop, and lets this one go. And Jared Martinez. Martinez on the return. Stepped in front of it and picked it off. Slides past the first tackle to the boundary and now taken down by 15 at the 10-yard line. And this may be more than the Matadors can overcome. I think the Matadors have all their timeouts, perhaps, and so that's why you won't see just kneel downs here. So a handoff is to Brody, and he charges through the middle and tackled after about 5, and he's to about the 5. Matadors will let the clock run. Jags, of course, will chew as much of it as they can. If they have timeouts, the Matadors, that is, perhaps they'll use them later on. You would think that they would use them and not just let them lay dormant. Ethan in the gun. Brody to his right. And it's a give to Derek. And Derek goes to the middle and has the put-away touchdown. So Ethan will go under center this time for the extra point and just try to push forward and fall short. We'll stay at 14-6. Well, I spoke earlier and said the put-away touchdown, but without an extra point to make it a 10-point spread, 2-score game. It's really not. 1:06 on the clock. 8-point difference is all. Cruzer sets up to kick. I wouldn't kick it back deep to number 1, as he's proven to perhaps be the fastest kid on the field. Cruzer will drill this one, though, back deep, and it will get to number 1. And so the Jags will have to cover, and he'll try the wide side. Slip through the first tackle, but Chris Aravello on the tackle from the backside and ensures that no funny business happens on the return. So far, the Jag defense being the story in this game with a couple takeaways and a scooping score. First down for the Matadors on their 30-yard line. Under center is 15 this time. 3-step drop. Looking to go to the air, and he will. He'll find 2, and Beckham with a good tackle in the open field. And the Matadors must be low on timeouts or out of them, as they will just huddle up with the clock moving. 30 seconds to go, and they got to get a score. 2nd and 5, the case. And they'll break the huddle. In the gun is 15. Calls for it, moves to his right side. Trying to keep it the whole way, trying to get to the sideline, and they will stop the clock with a timeout. 11 seconds back from the timeout. And depending on if this is an incomplete pass or not, or if there's more timeouts, number 20 on the jet sweep. Now the double reverse. Number 1 coming back and has to reverse field from Cruzer again. And found by the Jags defense that snuff him out. 2-1-0. And that's the ball game. The Matadors fall to 5-1 after an undefeated start to the season. The Jags improved to 5-1, but the Matadors showing they're not a lay-down team. And they got a lot of football to play, and these two may see some more of each other in the postseason. We'll see you guys next week.